how I healed my gut literally changed my life. I was just staying at this constant inflamed state. I did 3 rounds of harsh Accutane. I went on birth control. None of it was working. Absolutely none. I just knew something wasn't working right, but I'm here to offer you the possible solution. Solid base you feel confident in, that is definitely possible. Life-changing gut healing journey. Good morning, you guys. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'm Paige, otherwise known as Madison Paige on socials, and today I thought we'd do a bit of a different style video where we do a sit-down talk all about my skin health journey, my acne healing journey, because honestly in my DMs that is one of the most frequently asked questions, which I get. As an acne prone girl, I totally understand the feeling of being in the trenches of acne and not being able to see your way out. And to be honest, your skin is going to, have peaks and valleys. For example, right now, I'm in Hawaii, my skin is very much healed. I'm in a very different place, but at the same time, there's just something going on, whether it's what I'm eating or in the external environment, that's actually causing some breakout on my neck, which I do feel insecure about. But my point is that sometimes your skin's just gonna break out. That's just kind of life, especially as a woman with our hormones. And like I said, being in a different environment, there are things that will just affect our skin. So to have perfect skin 365 days a year for the rest of our lives, is that like realistic? I personally do not think so. But I do think having a good solid base that you feel confident in, that is definitely possible. So let's get into it. First and foremost, a little backstory on my skincare journey. So I first started getting acne at a really young age. I was in grade 6, so I think I was 12. I don't know, how old are you in grade 6? Like 12 or 13? I hadn't even had my period yet, and my skin just started breaking out like crazy. My T-zone, infested doesn't sound like a very pleasant word, but honestly, my skin was just a whole pimple. And I noticeably had so much more acne than everyone else in my class, which I don't know. I try and think back to how I felt about it, and I can't really remember how I felt. I remember just not feeling pretty, which that's just sad. And I mean, being 12, 13, what an awkward age. It's awkward enough. So add in a bunch of acne, like OMFG. I feel for my younger self. But anyways, yeah, when I was in grade 6, I started really breaking out, and not only on my face, my chest, my back, literally it was everywhere. And I was an athlete. I also was in dance, so sweating, and also my body trying to have a period. I don't know, I didn't get my period until like midway through grade 8, which my skin was bad the entire time. And so like everyone else, as soon as I got my period, I was so excited. I was literally in the doctor's office, because I think you couldn't go on Accutane until having your period for 1 whole year. I literally had the day marked down in my calendar, like when it's a year. I had a doctor's appointment, and then I went on I went on birth control. Because, we're all told the same tale, like birth control will heal your skin, which that's a topic for another day. I have a whole experience there too. I went on birth control hoping it would help my skin. Did it help my skin? Yes, it did a little bit, but it didn't completely go away. That's for sure. It just kind of helped minimize a little bit. So then my doctor was like, oh, no, let's just try another one. So I was on probably like every birth control you know the name of, like Yaz, tricycline, Lolo. My God, it's been ages since I've thought of these. Then there was like tricycline, there was another one. Anyways, I've been on every single one you can think of. And at the same time, I was being prescribed topicals to help. I was being prescribed other acne pills like spirulactone to help. None of it was working. Absolutely none. So then I went to the next thing, which was Accutane. I was on, I think it was like 60 or 70 milligrams of acne, I had that too, of Accutane, which is a lot. And I was on that for, I think 10 months, which was a really prolonged period of time. Like I remember going to the dentist when I was on it, and my lips were so dry, so cracked. He was like, I don't even know if I can clean your teeth, because if you open your mouth that wide, your lips just start bleeding. And it was horrible. But I was like, no pain, no gain. Gotta get rid of this acne. Like I'm here for the long run. So after the 10 months, my skin was then finally crystal clear for 6 months. Only 6 months. And then I had to go back on Accutane. I did 3 rounds of harsh Accutane just to realize it was never gonna work for me, which is insane. Because all you hear about is like, go on Accutane, it'll fix everything. And I mean, I have had friends where Accutane has helped them, like for a way more prolonged period of time, but for me that just wasn't the case, which then I don't know, like it was frustrating, it was discouraging, and now I'm like 17, 18, 19, 20, just like feeling so desperate and at this point like really insecure. Like I just felt like a huge pimple walking on the street, and it was just like if I put makeup on it I knew it would only make it worse, and I was still an athlete at this time, so I was like sweating all the time, and I couldn't not go to practice because of my skin, but I had to shower. Like it just was literally taking over my life, and I just felt so uncomfortable. I feel like that's the best way to put it, which takes me into the next part of this video, how I actually started to heal my skin for good. Because you can see my skin now, like I said, like I have some breakouts on my neck, and my neck is still like my most troubled area, I would say. My chest, I mean, I don't know if you can see, but like I have a couple right here. Being in the sun in Maui is also definitely helping, but for the most part, I feel so confident in my skin. Honestly, if I think back to that younger version of me, if she saw my skin today, she would probably just cry. I'm happy as can be, and honestly, I swear a day doesn't go by where I don't take it for granted, because I just remember, like it stays with you, those feelings of just, I don't know, looking in the mirror and being like, I wish I was looking at something else. You know what I mean? I feel like, being girls in this society is so freaking hard. And then add our hormones on top, it makes it impossible. But I'm here to offer you the possible solution. So, how I healed my gut. Well, little more backstory, I'll make it quick. In June of 2020, so I was 19 years old. Oh no, I was 20. And I was turning 21. Okay, I was 20 years old. I was having a lot of digestion issues, and I was training for soccer. I was in preseason, but my body was just staying at this constant inflamed state where I just knew something wasn't working right. So I booked a doctor's appointment. We ended up getting blood work, and I was diagnosed with celiac disease. So basically, I am allergic to gluten for life. My doctor literally said, "You will never eat gluten again." And I said, okay. Yes, ma'am. Not even Tim Hortons Timbits, really? No, I'm just kidding. Well, no, I did think that. But anyways, after being diagnosed with celiac, for the first 6 months, I was kind of just navigating what my life would look like going forward. Come January of the new year, I'm now 21 years old. I was inspired to look into naturopathic remedies, to look and book in with one and kind of see if they could help me get to that root cause, because I was just educating myself and reading all this research and these books and trying to learn as much as I could. And what I grew to learn was that the reason I had acne and all these digestion problems wasn't because of something surface level that a pill or a topical cream would fix. It's because something in the internal environment of my body was off, causing these external symptoms. So I booked in with a naturopath, and she literally changed my life. She took me on a super life-changing gut healing journey. So basically our gut, they say it's like our second brain. Your gut communicates with your entire body. You need to make sure that there is good harmony between all of the bacteria in your gut. Otherwise you will experience symptoms like chronic bloating, chronic fatigue, brain fog, acne. My camera ended up overheating there, so we have to do some rogue positioning, but let me continue. But basically, as I started healing my gut and as my gut health got healthier, my skin started to improve dramatically. It did take, I would say, about 8 months for me to really start seeing the benefits of healing my gut. And I mean, that's kind of what they say with any sort of natural remedy. It does take longer, but at the same time, it's because you're shifting the internal state of your body. You're not just putting a band-aid over top, you're getting to that root issue and you're healing it. So that's where the longevity comes from, and I really truly believe that's why my skin has been in such a better state since I started doing that. So some of the things we did to heal my gut, which I do have some previous YouTube videos on this topic. I'm more than happy to make more if you guys want it, but we started with the root issue in my gut, which in this case was candida overgrowth. So we first had to treat that, and then from there we really had to treat the stomach lining and the overall environment of my gut because of that damage from the candida overgrowth, from how my gut was being, basically how it was functioning before I was diagnosed with celiac disease. There was a lot of repair I had to do. We really worked on repairing the damaged stomach lining, and then I started taking a probiotic. I took things to help with the inflammation, and over time my digestion was so much better. I didn't have the brain fog that I did. Like my energy was higher, my skin was better. It was literally crazy, and that's actually where my social media was born from. It was like the most life-changing thing I have ever gone through in my entire life. So first and foremost, if you want to heal your skin, look into your gut health. I really recommend working with a naturopathic doctor, because the thing about natural medicine is that it's not a one-size-fits-all. And it's kind of like solving a puzzle. When you go and work with one, they have to try and piece together what exactly is going on in your body. It's a tedious process. You really have to be patient, but it is the journey that will get you those permanent results. So it's, I don't know, you have to kind of put your seatbelt on and just hang on tight and trust the process. My camera kept overheating, so I came into this little picnic area. I hope it's not too loud, but let's move on. Other things I did to help my skin, I'd say these all fit under the umbrella of hygiene discipline. And these are like cleaning things that you don't really think about cleaning. Well, I didn't anyways. Your pillowcases. I literally started changing my pillowcases every single week. I really think this makes a huge difference because if you think about it, you are like suffocating that with your skin for like hopefully 8 hours a night, 7 days a week. Keep it fresh, keep it clean, keep the bacteria clean. Second thing, clean your makeup brushes. Like literally once every 2 weeks. It feels so tedious, but this is a huge one that I think is causing acne in women and they almost don't even realize it. Add this to your Sunday reset. Separate face towels. Do not use your towel that you dry your body off from the shower as your face drying towel. I really love those disposable face towels from Amazon because they're so clean that you throw them away. It is an annoying thing to repurchase, but it's so good for your skin, so I just find it's so worth it. Face cloths like hold a lot of bacteria, so just let me plant that seed. Next, make sure you're taking your makeup off before bed, please. Please, please, please double cleanse. Take a makeup remover or like a cleansing balm and then wash your face. Double cleanse, get your pores all nice and clean because if that is sitting in your skin overnight, it will cause a breakout. And we don't want that. And then if you're like me and you are working out all the time and you're also trying to cure your acne, get an antibacterial spray. I love the Hale Derma one, which is actually Canadian, if you're Canadian, or the Tower 28 one, the SOS Rescue Spray. I also really like that. I not only spray it on my face, but my chest and my back and my shoulders as well, because I'm just an acne prone girl. And that is what I found to really, really help. So if you can't change right away, if you have to sit in your sweaty sports bra, at least, you know, try and dry off and then spray the spray all around because I find that really helps. Okay, our next umbrella is nutrient density foods. So foods you can eat specifically for your skin. Sardines, which just have omega-3s. Anything that's super rich in sardines, you probably don't want to eat it if it's rich in sardines. But anything that's super rich in omega-3s is going to be amazing for your skin. Fish oil is amazing for your skin. It's also really good for your hormones as a woman, so there is no harm in taking it. I think sardines are so rich in it, and I know like people hate sardines, but have you tried a sardine? Like it's not that bad. If you have a couple sardines a day, you will literally be glowing, I swear. So give that a try. Beef liver, also so good for your skin. And then also being more mindful of your diet because like I said, your skin is just reflecting what's going on inside. And this is kind of circling back to the gut health idea, but try and consume primarily whole foods as opposed to processed foods. Because in processed foods, the unfortunate part is that we don't quite know what's in it to make it. And so how even an oil could actually be affecting you, that could be the reason that your skin is breaking out. So it's just kind of something to start being aware of. I know it's intimidating because there's so much information, there's also so many ingredients, and it just takes a while to grasp, but just slowly start introducing it to yourself so you can kind of start getting at least a simple understanding because it really will go a long way. But at the same time, we want to live a balanced life, you know? So take this with discernment, like what is the most applicable and makes the most sense for you. Yeah, I'll just kind of plant that seed there. Okay, our next umbrella is smarter product choices. And this is more in terms of the beauty products that you're using. So I love non-comedogenic products or medical grade skincare. Medical grade skincare is hard because one, it's so expensive, and two, you don't always know if it's worth it. But that takes me into my next point, is a simple routine is actually way better than like a 20-step routine. You don't need 20 serums. You need to double cleanse, and then you need like some sort of toner, like a BHA. A really easy one to get on Amazon is the Paula's Choice BHA. It's like a gray bottle with a white cap. My skin had amazing results from that. And then some sort of moisturizer depending on your skin type. You want to be really aware of what skin type you have when choosing a moisturizer, because if it's the wrong one, that could be part of the reason that you are breaking out. And again, going back to ingredients, even in beauty products, it is important to have somewhat of an understanding of the ingredients in your products. It's unfortunate in some brands, there are these extra filler products that aren't actually good for our skin and could be doing more harm than good, which makes social media, it makes it hard because you don't always know when you see a product if it's a good quality product or if it's something that isn't going to agree with your skin. So just kind of having that base awareness will help you to decipher if something is actually worth you trying or not. Okay, and my last little umbrella is consistency. Sorry if that's loud. Basically, like I said before, with naturopathic remedies, more natural remedies for our body, it can take more time. So consistency is key, and it can also be disheartening. But the thing that keeps me motivated when I'm trying to heal naturally is that the longevity is there. Once you solve the puzzle, like, it's unlocked. You have the key, and you no longer have to suffer with those symptoms that are driving you crazy and that are controlling your life. So stay calm, stay consistent. And I feel like this actually is the perfect one to wrap this all up in a pretty little bow, but also looking to support your hormones, which you naturally would be doing with the omega-3s, with healing your gut, all those types of things. I feel like if you tune into the previous steps, you're naturally looking to support your hormones even more so than before. So it actually all ties together really nicely. And then, yeah, just be consistent. If you have any more questions, please don't hesitate to comment them down below. I know this was like super rapid fire, but I just really wanted to get this framework and these kind of like bullet points out of my brain and into your hands so that you have them and can hopefully apply them in the best way possible to fit you, your life, and where you're currently at in your skincare journey. Because I feel for you. My skin ran my life for a really long time and it's not fun, but the beautiful part is that it doesn't have to be that way and there is a solution. So yeah, anyways, I guess that's all for now. I hope you like this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And if you guys want more skincare videos or acne prone videos, please let me know because I'm more than happy to make them. My goal here is just to support you in your journey in any way that I can. That's all for now. I'm going on a little boat now to a little island. And I guess all Spencer's grandpa wanted to do while we're here is go to this cat sanctuary on this island. So I'm getting ready to go to a cat sanctuary. You wanna know something about me? I just don't like cats. I'm sorry if you love cats. I just don't like cats. Something about them. But anyways, I'm hyping myself up to go to a freaking cat sanctuary. Okay? Okay. I'll see you guys later. Bye!